We want to welcome you to World Gospel Impact Church. Who's greeting you is Nompumelelo Myeni. I am a transformation life coach, and I am here to facilitate today's talk show, which is a wonderful platform that has been provided for us by the leadership of the Church of World Gospel Impact Church. Today we are going to embark on one of the most powerful topics of this time, because the time that we're living in has all forced us to go digital. And right now, everyone is trying to make it in a particular way in a digital space. And it's important for us to understand what exactly happens in the digital space and how it should happen and who should actually be doing it. And our topic for today simply just says exactly that. It's content creation and influencing. We want to walk away here with true understanding. What is it? What is content creation? Who should be doing it, and how they should be doing it. But before I get into that, I want to introduce my panel. I'm going to take a round of introduction from them, and they are going to tell us how this topic resonates with them. Maybe let me start with the rose amongst the thorn, or the thorn amongst the roses, whatever he wants to call himself today. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, my name is Glenn Matthews, and I belong to World Gospel Impact Church. It is quite a topic that is quite dear to my heart, simply because it's the field of career that I've chosen, a career path that I've chosen, that I'm in, of digital times, sales and marketing, how we're moving from the old times and coming into the new age, whereby everything is modernized and everything is found on digital. Your business, you yourself as a brand, the company that you work for hires you simply because you complement the brand that they are. So you have to be a brand yourself to influence that brand that's going to hire you. So it is quite dear to my heart, and it is quite interesting.
Awesome. Let me move to my left. I'm going to start from my far left. Known to me. So I've got an advantage of knowing my panel. Kindly introduce yourself.
Greetings, my name is Nondumiso Ndamane, and this topic is a very interesting topic for me, mainly because I'm young, and as young people, we spend a lot of time on social media, seeing a lot of different experiences on social media, so it's a very interesting topic for me.
That's awesome. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Lorraine Sitoli, known as Ulo. This topic to me, it means a lot, because nowadays, the world that we are living in, so many people, they look up onto the social media to do things. They move looking in different things that are happening in the social media. So really, to me, it means something that would make an impact, that will make a change to other people that we live in.
That's great. That's awesome. You've met my wonderful, dynamic panel, and we are going to get straight into it, because we don't want to keep you here for long, but we want to make sure that when we're done, your life is not the same, and what you go and do out there on your media or social media platforms is not the same. So what are we going to get into first? I want to just say to you that advertising, marketing, and all kinds of how we got our products out there has simply changed. It has simply changed. It's diverse, and it has called for us to actually now start to get to understand what is it that is called digital media, content creation, influencing, because when we think of influencers, I don't want to mention people's names, but we think of those people with the LVs, Gucci bags, G-something cars, and all of that stuff, and those are the people we think are the influencers. Are they really the influencers? I don't know. Our panel is the one that is going to lead us and take us into that. Perhaps my very first question, who should be influencing?
Content creators. I'd personally like to believe that people who create content, and content is something that you can use for something, something of value in a way, because you get to find or draw something from content, something that's going to help you personally. So I think a person that creates content for a certain group is an influencer, because they influence those people that draw the content.
Who should be influencing?
Normally, these days, it's moved from people who have studied towards the field, and it has moved to a place whereby you are taken as an influencer because you are a celebrity.
Okay.
Simply because you've got viewership and followers, which there's 1 million or 1,000, and your account has been checked and run with that, it's professional. And then let's just say you've got 12.5 million followers. So then LV knows definitely if they want to go sell via brand, you are a brand to be reckoned with. You are a force to be reckoned with. They come to you or you invite them. So that's how you become an influencer. But again, it wasn't really meant for celebrities, but simply because it works for them, they are in the field and they are drawing people. So a brand can identify with them. They can sell the brand for the brand because they are the brand. So these days, it's going to be your celebrities. For somebody who went to school and went to go study brand management and brand identification, all that kind of stuff, they can be, but because of your viewership and followership on social media platforms, it doesn't work. So celebrities.
And another thing, sometimes it happens, it depends, Uguti, what have you put out there? And kugcine sekusabalele. And then you end up now having a lot of followers, a lot of people, and then you end up influencing other people about something that you've put up out there on the social media. You know, so it depends, Uguti, how when uziveze kanjani to the people whenever you are using the social media.
Okay. Is it a career? Can
Yes.
I just wake up in the morning and say, I'm now an influencer and it's my career? Is it a career?
Yes, but you can't wake up in the morning and say, I'm an
Thank you so much.
influencer. It's something that's built. Like, there's basis to it. There's a foundation phase, and it gradually grows with, obviously, effort that you put in to create the content for the people that are following you. So yeah, that's what makes it a career.
Okay, Unandumiso raises a point of the fact that it is built, and you have experience in the field. How is it built? Because, I mean, Facebook is my data or data, depending on which school you went to. So it's whatever it is, it's mine. I can go up there and write what I like. I can go to Instagram and write what I like. I can go to LinkedIn and create my own profile, Twitter, chat to whoever. How is it built?
Point one, I'd like to just clarify, as she said, I'm supporting what she said. It is not built overnight. Influencer. I'm a content creator. I'm going to put this out. You need to have followership. You need to have a fan base. And then one thing that you do is, what are you promoting? What brand are you promoting? If fashion, one thing that you need to learn about fashion in the entry level, you don't dress nowadays for fashion, but you dress for personality. When you dress a person, you are styling a person for personality and not fashion. So what you put out there is really important. What you put is tombe ostwebulayo usathu usfake kuma social platforms. Faneke it is good picture quality, and then it is your followership. And then it's what message are you sending out there that you are portraying? What theme, what lifestyle, what trend are you sending? Like currently, like going out is not a norm, or is not what we are seeing happening. People are doing live videos in their kitchens. So what message are you sending across? What brand or audience are you attracting? So it's not built overnight, it's what you put out there.
Lo, I want to piggyback on your role as fundis. I I hope you understand me clearly on your role as Imam Fundis, because that's not who you are. It's your role as Imam Fundis. When we say as abazalwane basebandleni lakho, simane sibhalele lapha ku Facebook, sifake iletha leyana, sifake ita and all the what that we do. How does it affect the brand of the church?
I would just be straight about it. It doesn't look right as umzalwane when I personally, and secondly, about the church as well. It doesn't look right because now it means ukuthi what you've been taught, or it brings back where you are coming from. Ukuthi, whose son is this? Whose child is this? You know, and then ibese ingcolisa everyone coming from the church. Guya even nakwena personally, because as beshuguti, it's not something that you build it overnight, but udinga ukwakhiwa about it.
Yeah. So in content creation, right? I think so many of us are trying to get out there. And, to get out there, to show up, to be seen, to be present, right? Is it something I can go to school for, Nondu? Is it something I'm born with that now I can start writing? Is it writing, or is it pictures, or is it... Somebody said a word to me, and it was a young person, said a word to me, and I said, excuse me, kindly explain what you're talking about. They said vlog, and I said, sorry, explain that. What is vlog?
Vlog,
So,
should I explain vlog?
You don't have to, but you can if you have time. But I want us to now to get to the point of, can we go to school for content creation? Can somebody train us for content creation?
Yes, we can. Okay, personally, I go to Vega. It's a branding school. So you're taught everything about branding. You yourself is a brand. So all of that, you can get knowledge from school, but some people are successful today and they're influencers and they're making money from it, but they didn't go to school for it. And some people went to school, graduated, but they're not influential via social media. I think it depends on what you put out there and viewership.
Okay. Do you want to add into that in terms of that content creation and how do we learn to do that?
Okay. Apart from going to school, I like to emphasize this for anybody who wants to work for any brand. You yourself are a brand. And then when you go to that brand to be compatible. You were taken because of compatibility. There are qualities in you that are similar, or if not alike, to the brand that you want to serve, or the brand that you are serving at that particular moment. And there's one thing just before I go on, just to get back to what Umamngane said. And then now I've created this content, and here am I. And on my social platform, it says I'm single. This is my Facebook page. I'm single, and I live in Dubai. I've got 3 kids or 1 kid, and then I belong to World Gospel Impact Church. So now the contents that you create, you need now to protect the brands that are within the brand that you are in. I cannot just now, because World Gospel Impact Church is the house that I belong to on social platform, and while you follow me, because now I need not to portray their brand in a way that's not going to be credible, or in such a way that it's not going to hold weight. Then I begin to post nudes. And then it goes back to who is fathering or pastoring that young lady or that young man. So then now, whatever you do within that space, you need to protect other brands. Let's just now take a brand like LV. let's just say now somebody that is presenting that brand does something on social media, drinking, let's just say alcohol consuming in a low class place because LV is not low class, and then you post it on social media, you will be reprimanded for that. So you need to be careful how you do not damage the other brand while trying to protect the brand that you are and protecting the brand that you are representing.
Yeah, you can add to that, but I want to also, as you add, go to the point of the fact that who is it for? Because, I mean, I've heard so many people saying, it's my space, it's my page, it's for me, why do they care? So, yeah.
Yeah, on the note whereby, who is it for? I mean, uqala kanjani? Abanye, what you need to do is, you need to do a proper research. Abanye, uthola ukuthi they cannot afford to go to school for it, but ufeel ukuthi I have a passion for it. Do the research. Be informed about the space that you are going into. Sinjani. And then how do you do it? And then so that you will be built for it. You know, so it's very important ukuthi angeke uzungene usungena nje uvuke ekseni uzavuke inathi yabo. And kwabanye ezebesho ukuthi it's my space. Sometimes, as you asked earlier, ukuthi umunye afake abhale afake itana nokunye. Thina as abamama mfundisi, mina personally, even if ngakuthiwa akuyena umntwana mhlambe wasebandleni, but if kuwukuthi nginamandla okufinyelela again, even if it means in the inbox, because we are here to build each other, social media must finally impact as well, finally was developer as well, or it's where you gain knowledge as well. Personally, I would ask you aside, please remove that because it doesn't look right and it portrays a gospel right. You know, even the gospel itself, a brand of the church or your brand personally, but about God Himself, about Christ Himself. You know, it dirties the whole thing about the gospel. When what you're believing in. So the research is very important. Even if it's your space, you must know what to put in there.
You lose followers.
Facebook.
Yeah, okay, I wanna get to this point where about influencing. Do we just influence about anything? What is it really that we're supposed to be Is there something that we're supposed to be influencing about?
Yeah.
Or do we just influence for the fact that I have 1,000 followers on whatever social platform?
I think, okay, first of all, influencing comes in different ways. You can influence people through food via social media. You can influence people through weight via social media. You can be a fitness coach and influence people through social media by being a fitness coach and influencing them through social media. So I think it just depends on what you're putting out there with your brand and what you're promoting out there.
Content.
And with that main thing, that's what makes you a specific influencer. You can't just say you're a social media influencer, but you're putting food, you're putting fitness, you're putting church, you're putting all these different things that, like, what are you influencing people with? Choose one thing. It can't be everything. It needs to be one main thing that I can say that as a person or as a follower of somebody, I look up to this specific thing from that person.
Okay, we're going to take a round of closing remarks, but I don't want us to leave the person watching us out there at home, and I don't want us to leave them thinking they're not good enough, they're not able to do this influencing, or they shouldn't be doing it. What kind of just short, brief advice, couple of seconds advice that you can give to somebody that's just looking forward to be an influencer one day, or they think they are an influencer and perhaps there's something that they can learn from this show?
Okay, can I just say, have content, create content, know who is it for and what is it for. Again, Live up to the standards of the brand. Do not present something to me on social media. When I meet you face to face, you don't live it. What sells a brand is face-to-face marketing, word of mouth. When you see me, I tell another and the other tells another. So that's going to be face-to-face. And then when Esikbonai on social platforms is not what you're living in your real life. You carry the brand digitally and you carry the brand physically. So be careful of that.
And Mina, what I can say is, if you're an influencer, have a stability, have a content, and maybe kungenzeka ukuthi you are looking up to someone, but kunezinye izinto mhlambe othola ukuthi not everything. So isiZulu ke sithi sometimes udla inyama ushiya amathambo. So you must be able ukuthi uhlukanise phakathi kokungekho right noku right.
I'd like to say, as we all know, ukuthi indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. So if you're young and you're wanting to start something and you don't have the capital for it, let's just say it's something big. I'd advise you to have someone that you look up to who's an influencer. Owenza lento ofuna ukuyenza now. Do research on that person. Try and find out ukuthi yini le abayenza. How did they start? Now uqale kanjalo, ufollow ama footsteps abo, adding your own twist to it.
I want to thank my panel. You guys have added so much value to this topic. And thank you so much for being here today. This is World Gospel Impact Church, and we thank you so much for watching. And we want to promise you a continuation of amazing content that is going to change your life. Nompumelelo Myeni signing out and saying thank you and God bless.